Okay, hi guys. I'm back. Same color palette as before without this brown. It's a beautiful color. But we're going to do it without that color this time. This is just going to be sort of a, I don't know, ocean-y theme. I have this idea in my head to do something with my canvases, like my simple canvases that come out that are not real exciting, but they're still pretty and I don't want to get rid of them. I have this idea. I'm going to work on it this weekend. If it if it works out, I'll show it to you guys, sometime in the next couple of weeks. It might take me a while to get it done. Just sort of like the prototype, see if I can, see if it's going to work for me or not. So, I'm kind of excited about it. I think it's, the idea in my head, of course, is pretty neat, but as you all know, once my ideas come to fruition, sometimes they don't always turn out so cool. So, yeah. So, we're just going to do these three colors. I would really like a lot of this dark blue, but in the last painting, most of what came up with this was this green, because the green obviously is much lighter than this dark blue. So I'm going to use a lot more of the dark blue and a lot less of the green, and see if we can't get more of the blue and less of the green. So, here we go. And I did not cover my back of my canvas because, well, because I was being lazy. And yeah, we'll see how the other one turns out on the back side and see if it's actually worth doing. It's just going to be another flip cup. I left a lot of paint on the table and I just sort of covered it up. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I didn't want all that paint sticking to the back of the canvas. Even though it's on stick pins, it would still really get around the edges. So I'm just covering it up. I think I'm going to start with the dark blue instead of the white. See what happens with that. I'm just giving these a quick stir. Silicone is probably risen to the top. Probably going to need more of this green than I actually kind of want to use, but it's pretty, so we'll go with it, right? Look at the cells coming up. I love the mixing of the blues and the white. It just turned out so pretty. I need to save a little bit of this because my little ones have asked to play in the paint. So, definitely want them to have something to play with. They'll probably end up making some more pendants. I used those little bottle cap pendants because I found them on clearance somewhere, and I'm waiting for my, sorry, I'm trying to find my bottle caps to show you. I'm waiting for my order of like the little framed ones, kind of like these little square ones, except they're going to be like the antique brass color. I like the antique brass better than the bright silver for most things. But anyway, these are the little bottle caps. I don't love these because the edge sort of splays out, and when you use the punch and put your little circles in there, the circles are not quite big enough for the see, I cut out a bunch of little circles. They're not quite big enough to fit in this space here, so you still have a little tiny bit of a gap around the edges, and I'm not real completely thrilled about that. I don't know if you can see that in these. I know I showed you close up last time, so you probably can see it. But just like right around this edge, down at the bottom, you can see where, they're not quite big enough. So, these are awesome for the kids. While I'm waiting for my other ones to come from who knows where. I should get them sometime in the next month, they tell me. So look at the cells going on here. And look at that dark green that's mixed with the light green and the white and the blue. Pretty. Okay, I need to stop yapping and pour this. It's just going to be a simple pour, simple flip cup. I love how wishy-washy it gets. Look at that. It just, it's so pretty. I don't have as much paint on this one, so I'm going to have to stretch my paint a little further. Look at that. There's like hardly any blue coming, hardly any of that dark blue. But look at the cells. I'll show you my last painting. It went crazy after I left the house. So this one will probably do the same thing. We might... No, I don't have enough white left. I'm trying to decide whether I want to pour some color around that outside just so it'll pull the paint off, or just push it to its limits and see what happens. I do kind of like to push my paint. Heat this up. You're getting all these tiny, tiny little spots in there. I mean, they're pretty. What I see with this one is like sea turtles sort of, flowing through there. So we're going to try and keep it all on the canvas as long as possible. I really needed a little edgy thing. Okay, never mind. You know how I am. I have no patience, so we're just going to pour it all off. I have a feeling this one's going to be... Wow, this is way paler than I had really totally anticipated. Look at all that washy, washy, washy. Oh, I don't like those cells over there at all. Let's see if we can push some of that off of there. Oh, and I'm stretching all those cells out. Bring it back, bring it back. Sometimes you can kind of bring it back. I think I've kind of brought a little bit of this back. Okay, that's it. I'm not going to do anything else. I'm not going to tilt it anymore because it's going to get as busy as that other one from the last video. I'm pretty sure, especially once I fire it and everything starts coming up. Pretty sure it's going to get busy, busy, busy. Let me make sure that this painting is still in the frame. Oh, it's off a little bit. Let's move it back a little bit. And I kind of need to get those corners really quickly while it's working, so they can blend in like they're supposed to. That one's just, it's almost there. There we go. And the paint's going to keep moving, so you're just, you're not even going to notice that that was fussed with. I missed the corner still. How did I do that? There we go. I'm just scraping underneath, getting the drips, because they will pull some of your prettiest work. See how busy it's getting? I haven't even torched it yet, and it's busy. Oh, I need my rag. Alright, just wipe my hands off real quick, and then we'll torch it. Sides first. Get all my air bubbles out. Don't ever want to forget your sides. Not liking this corner right here, but I don't want to move it any further that way because it'll just destroy those cells. Puppy dogs are over there trying to catch flies because I have the front door open. Knocking into the food bowl. I'm kind of hoping this corner will get a little busier. And I think I'm not going to torch this side of it so much because I like the softness of it. I was really hoping that dark blue would come up a little more, but it's just not. don't like this corner. Not really sure what to do about it. I'm going to tilt it. I know I should not. I'm like breaking my rule there. But the corner just bothers me. And sometimes I completely mess my painting up by doing this, but sometimes, you know, it works out. So I don't feel like I totally destroyed it, so I'm happy. Just trying to bring it back just a little bit. I don't want to bring it back too much because then it'll just stretch more cells out. There we go. Okay, that's going to be it. And I think it looks better like that. And sort of heavier side. Okay. Let me make sure you're still seeing it. Mostly. Okay, cool. So, I really need to draw on my paper. I do that sometimes so that I keep it in the frame, but sometimes I forget. So, I'm going to get you down so you can see the pretty that is this painting. And then I'll show you the one that I did from the last video that is still drying. Okay. Close-up of the cells. And that's like a little pool right there. There's some little frogs. Or, no. You know what? They look like little lily pads. Look at that. That almost looks translucent with those cells like right there and there. It kind of, to me, it kind of looks, because there's some of that white over there, kind of looks kind of translucent. It's cool. And pretty. And see, look, we got little stars in that one and that one. I like those. I'm sorry for the shadow. Not sure what that one is. There's our little lily pond. Okay, and across to that top. There we go. Okay, so get you back so you can get the full view again. That one turned out pretty. I'm happy with it. Alright, let me show you the other one from the last video. Okay, this is the one from the last video. I don't know if you can tell a difference between what you saw at the end of the last video and this one, but it kind of went a little bit crazy. The cells kind of popped up after I left the house, so it's a little bit busier, but it's still just as pretty. I'll take you down, show you some of these pretty cells. Look at those. Those ones in the center right there. They're so pretty. I love those. And you even got some little bitties right there that are pretty. Just little bitties. I don't know, that kind of, right there in the center kind of looks like a cross section of a brain or something. There's an eyeball. It's like, that's a little monster with one eye and he's sticking his tongue out. Look at the way the white and the, I think, turquoise and the orange and the brown and the green all kind of mixed to make this sort of almost a translucent color with the white underneath it. It looks like you can kind of see down into the water. Okay. Some pretty stuff going on here. So, okay, so take you back for the last shot. That's that one right there. And we'll go back to the other one. Okay. And it is still working just a little bit. You see all these little, they're like pinholes. And I don't know why. And I don't care because they're kind of, they add a little something for me. I like them. There's our little lily pond. Looking pretty. Looks like a galaxy and a lily pond. And our stars right there in the center. There's some more stars right there in the center. I like those. But look, that one is a star that exploded. Alright, so that one turned out quite pretty, I think. I like it. It's definitely a keeper. So I'm going to say goodbye right here. Me and the girls are going to play in the paint a little bit. And if we come up with some good swipes, I'll show them to you in the next video. Wherever you are on the planet, have an awesome afternoon, evening, night, day, whatever it is for you. Thank you to all my subscribers. And thank you to all my lovely people that send me hugs and wonderful, lovely comments every day. See you later. Bye.